if you're not a wrestling fan, you may not have watched WWE Monday Night Raw when something insane happened live on television out of the live show happening at the Barclays Center in Brooklyn. A fan attacked WWE superstar Seth Rollins. Now, there have been, throughout professional wrestling, fan run-ins are a tale as old as time. They go back to the very earliest days of pro wrestling. But usually you get a fan like running the ring and, try to show off or, barely get his hands on a wrestler before someone, security or a referee or another wrestler, tackles them or gets them out of the ring. This one, though, was so incredible. And what makes it even more incredible, and I'll play the clip in a second, is the story behind it. That's what makes this one of a kind. This is like so bizarre. And you're wondering, oh, Matt, why are you covering this? You don't usually cover this type of stuff. I know you're a big pro wrestling fan, but this isn't like politics or like a cultural thing or a tech dystopia thing, or it's certainly not a crypto thing. And we get it if you want to go on about crypto, Matt. No, but I'll explain in a minute why I'm talking about this beyond just sharing this insane happening. Let's play this clip. This is from a fan video from their smartphone in the crowd at Barclays Center Monday Night Raw. Former world champion Seth Rollins walking back up the ramp to go backstage after his match with Finn Balor just ended in the ring. Watch this clip. It is crazy.
Who the fuck is this? That's a fan. What the fuck is you doing, boy?
Come on, boy. Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
Oh, bitch. You went blindside me, motherfucker.
What the fuck is going on, bro? Bro, what the fuck?
Holy shit! Holy shit!
Yo, what the fuck? Bro, what the fuck? Yo, that shit crazy! Yo! Yo!
Let's play it one more time so you guys can see. Cause this is crazy.
Who this, a fan?
You need security, security.
Who the fuck is this?
And he has him down.
That's a fan. What the fuck is you doing, boy?
Shit. Come on, boy. Oh, shit.
What the fuck?
And if you're wondering how it played out on TV, it was aired as well. I mean, they tried to cut away quickly, but they caught it. And it's pretty incredible. Let's play the TV camera version of it.
We're obviously not going to have a match. I mean, look at the condition of the match.
I mean, they cut away right from it. They never show it again, but the camera angle of him taking down Rollins is just incredible. Just tackled. Now, they obviously got the fan out of the entrance area. They ejected him from the stadium. NYPD arrested him, took him in for bookings. According to ESPN, 24-year-old Eliza Spencer was arrested Monday night and charged with attempted assault and attempted violation of arts and cultural affairs for disrupting a live sporting event. Now, if you are, I actually, people were complaining that Seth Rollins didn't give him a beatdown, attack him for doing that. If you look at some other videos from back in even like the 80s and 90s or even 2000s, when a fan would jump in the ring, wrestlers would often give these people beatdowns, and Seth didn't, and Seth Rollins didn't, and I respect that actually, because it shows, what does that show? Obviously, I think you are, you're we don't know the situation with this guy. I think as we'll find in what the extraness to this story, there is something more to this. Obviously, it doesn't make it okay what this guy did, but he is a victim too. And obviously, I think he needs some mental health help here, because the background to this is incredible. And the reason I'm bringing it up here is because it shows that there is a stark problem with media literacy and the internet and what people believe online. So I'm not going to show any of this stuff because I don't want to put his Instagram on blast. I don't want people to find more people than who's already been going at this guy to go after him for this. So I'm not going to dox this guy or anything. His name is public for his arrest, but I'm not going to put his social stuff out there for this. But I found his Instagram account. It was going around for a bit. It wasn't that public, but it was going around in some areas of the internet, and I found it, and I did some research on it. And it's pretty clear this is the guy's account, and being that he posted a selfie video of him getting out of jail this morning, taking full responsibility for doing it. But this is the story. Are you guys ready for this? It is, I don't know how to say this, insane. So apparently, this guy Spencer did what he did because he was catfished on the internet. In 2019, someone over WhatsApp and Google Hangouts chat and a number of other platforms, across a number of other platforms, but mostly on WhatsApp and Google Hangouts chat, told him that he was Seth Rollins, the pro wrestler. And this guy believed him. And so this fake Seth Rollins, and I'll show you some of these WhatsApp screenshots that this guy posted. Here is his chat with Seth Rollins, where he's telling him, Seth, sorry we got in an argument last night before your match. This is in 2019. And Seth apparently messages him, okay, it's fine. And he has his contact information. And then at some point, this Seth Rollins account tells Spencer that he needs money because he can't get in touch with his wife, WWE Women's Champion Becky Lynch, because he doesn't have access to his Google account and he needs money to activate it or something. And so at some point, he convinces this guy to help him out. And I don't quite know it's unclear from the screenshots that Spencer has on his Instagram account what the timeline of events is. But at some point, allegedly, according to Spencer, Seth Rollins sends him fake checks, which he didn't know Spencer didn't know were fake at the time. And he tries to cash them or deposit them at his bank. And he finds out after depositing them that they're fake, which means clearly this guy did send the money to whoever Seth Rollins told him to send it to. And if that isn't enough, here's a screenshot where this guy Spencer says, "You got my bae arrested. You a whole D, a fraud. Even the other check is fake." So apparently, these fake checks even got his significant other in legal trouble. And so this whole time, for years, apparently, this guy, Spencer, is under the belief that actual WWE pro wrestling superstar, former world champion, tours the world, easily multimillionaire, is scamming him out of a couple $100, apparently, when in reality, this guy got catfished. And I found a live video from this guy from before Monday Night Raw went live that night, from his seat in the arena, where he's discussing his plan to do this, to jump the rails and confront Seth Rollins with his buddies who were there. And they're fully on board with this too. Like, they are discussing this with him as if he actually did get scammed by Seth Rollins. So this isn't like just this guy's own imagination or his own belief or whatever. His friends believe this too, that this guy actually had dealings with the real Seth Rollins and not the obvious thing, which is he got scammed by some fake. SV Harkin says he'd rather believe he knows a real celebrity. I get what you're saying too, that people would convince themselves of this so they don't feel so bad that they got completely taken. But like, his friends are on board with this too, which is super bizarre. Like, to the point where they are helping him in terms of like supporting him doing this. And it's just like, how does this happen? How do people fall down this rabbit hole online where they just start doing stuff online and throw out all sense of common sense, quite honestly? Like, we see this. Like, I'm not ragging on this guy. I feel bad for him. He's a victim in this whole situation. There is a real problem where people go online, throw all common sense and like basic street smarts out the window, and just automatically believe everything because it's published in front of them. Like, if someone was to tell you something off the streets, you wouldn't believe them. But somehow, seeing it ingrained on your screen on the internet, all of a sudden you believe it. Whether it's anti-vaxxer, anti-COVID vaccine, disinformation, whether it's QAnon conspiracy theories, or even something small bore, like someone falling for a clear catfishing situation, getting scammed by an imposter in one of the most basic, like, Nigerian-esque internet scams from like the beginning of time, the fake check, fake money order, where you cash a check, send the money to someone that this person you befriend online tells you to send it to, and then 2 or 3 days pass, it doesn't clear, the bank says, hey, this is a fake check, you're on the line for the money you sent to that guy because it wasn't from the person's bank account who you thought it was from, so we're taking it out of your bank account. Like, there is clearly something needs to be done. It goes beyond like just a debunking of misinformation or conspiracy theories. Something real needs to be done. There needs to be some sort of initiative, some sort of educational initiative for the vast majority of the American public to teach them basic media literacy, online basics, because this is incredible. I don't even know. Jeez. I feel bad for him. And now this guy's obviously going to face, I don't know if he's facing jail time. He's obviously facing some sort of consequences. He's a true WWE fan based on his Instagram account. He's probably banned now from ever going to a live event, which not the worst thing, obviously, but I'm sure it sucks for someone like him. And for what? This isn't even like a guy who knew what he was doing and wanted like, some like, douchebag who wanted a little bit of TV time, wanted to go viral on the internet. This is some guy who literally thought he had beef with the real Seth Rollins. By the way, Seth Rollins isn't even his real name, the wrestler. That's his wrestling name. And the guy knew this too, that Seth Rollins wasn't his real name. Yet he still fell for the fact that he was talking to the real Seth Rollins on his private WhatsApp. And he would go by Seth Rollins on that private contact. It's just, I don't even, and it's just not him, obviously, because it goes even more serious. How people fall down conspiratorial rabbit holes. That's why I cover scams a lot, too. I cover, to me, all this shit falls in the same category. Conspiracy theories, disinformation, these scams, these like, bamboozling of people, these swindles, these hucksters, the whole NFT, crypto, Web3, scam economy. It's all in the same thing. It's about grifting, bamboozling, and swindling people who don't know any better. Finding a dupe and taking advantage of them. And I think it's fucked.